So this question is an island question. Any question that has an equation or a table or a system of equations that floats above the question, I call an island question, right? Like this table is like floating on top of the ocean like an island would. All right, so, or as we would assume an island would, or as we think about islands at least. So what I do with that is I immediately take that information straight to Desmos. All right, don't even read the question yet for me. So I go to Desmos, I go to this plus sign here, I select table, I enter my table information, -12, -45, 645, and then there's usually like a little symbol here with little dots and a line through them. I select that, and that basically provides a linear regression for me, a line connecting the points that I input into the table. And also, which is very nice, it creates this equation for that line for you, right? It provides that for you. So all of that I get out of simply going straight to Desmos and plugging in the information from the table. Then I go back and read the actual question. It says the table shows two values of x and their corresponding values of y. The graph of the linear equation, very important, like it does tell us that it's linear, so we don't need to look for it to be anything other than linear. Representing this relationship passes through the point 1/4, comma, a, which means, basically, when x equals 1/4, y equals a, which therefore means that's what we want to find out, right? What is the value of a, right? This is what we're trying to find, which in essence is just saying, what's the value of y, right? We know x is 1/4. What's the value of y? And now that's where this equation that was generated by Desmos will become helpful, because that equation tells us that y equals 5x plus 15. So we know that y is equal to 5x plus 15. Well, if we know that x is 1/4, I can just plug that 1/4 into x. So well, that means that y is equal to 5 times 1/4 plus 15. Now you can do the math there. Y equals 5/4 plus 15. I can make the common denominator here by multiplying 15 times 4, which would give me y equals 5/4 plus 60/4, and then combine that all together and I get 65/4 as a fraction. So my answer here I would list as 65/4. Of course, instead, you could have done all of that in your calculator and found the decimal version of that answer. And what you would find is that 65/4 is equal to 16.25. So 16.25 would also be an acceptable answer here.